everyone. The registrations for Young Explorer Contest 4 have started. Today, we will share with you some tips which will help you to make award-winning projects. A good project is a combination of a good story and good presentation. You must have noticed that there are some stories that all of us always remember. It may be a movie story or a story told to us by our grandparents. What is it that makes these stories memorable? It is the way they delivered their story. Their story was engaging and they put it forward in their unique, creative manner. Let us now share with you some tips which you could use to make a good project video. There are two aspects that you need to look into: visual and sound quality. Let's pick up our first topic. What is visualization? Here we have an example where this lady is talking about an iceberg in water. However, the mental picture that has got across to the guy is ice cubes in a glass of water. So clearly there is a gap between what she is talking about and what she is understanding. This is the gap that we need to close when we make our project videos. How can we do that? Show and tell. Make use of images, props, or focus on your model when you talk about your project so that your audience is able to understand exactly what you are trying to tell them. Here is another example where this girl is teaching us to cook something. She is giving very precise instructions. However, it would have been better if she would have focused her camera on the dish this way. While hearing the instructions, we could also see how the content was coming out. Focus your camera on the model while explaining the model. The next important thing is a contrasting plain background. Here we have a picture where we have a few colored boards and a few white boards kept on a white table. It is no surprise that the colorful boards are seen better. This is something that you need to take care while recording your videos as well. Stand across a plain wall. We have seen that many children record their videos with their rooms in their background. Here I have a background of a room where there are a few pictures which are hanging on the wall. There is a table, there is a flower pot, there is a sofa, etc. Now what happens is when you record your video, there are too many distractions in the background and the attention of the audience may waver. That is not something we want, do we? So choose a plain background, a plain wall, or a plain table when you make your videos. Smiling faces are so refreshing. Wear a beautiful smile when you record your video. Expressions and voice modulation are very, very effective. The effect of your story is better and your audience is more engaged. So this was the end of our first point, visual, where we take care of these points: show and tell, plain contrasting backgrounds, smiling and expressive faces. Now let's get on with our second point, which is sound quality. When you speak in your video, how should your sound quality be? Obviously, it should be clearly audible to the audience. For this, you need to follow this simple rule. Talk slowly, but loudly. So let me give you an example here. I will say something. Tell me whether you could understand it well. The elephant is the only animal which cannot jump. Was it clear? Maybe you heard a word here and there, but definitely you couldn't make out the entire sentence. What was wrong? I spoke too fast. maybe not loud enough. Now I'll speak the same sentence again. The elephant is the only animal which cannot jump. Now, was it clearly audible? Yes. So this is how you need to speak in your video. Don't be in a hurry. Speak clearly so that the judges can hear you well. We have a small exercise for you here. It'll help to open up your voice so that you can speak loudly. Ma, pa, ta. Louder. Ma, pa, ta. Even louder. Ma, pa, ta. Do this exercise a couple of times before you start recording your video. And you will see that your voice is clearer and louder. So we have discussed both the points, visual and sound quality. Less is more. What do we mean by this? Speak in shorter sentences and work on fewer ideas. When we give you a question, I'm sure there are many ideas you can work on. However, if you try to cover all these ideas, you will not be able to cover any of them well. After all, we have only 3 minutes for the video. So pick up the idea you like the most and work on it well. Another point that you need to take care is stay focused. Read the question a couple of times. Understand what it is asking you to do before you decide on your project. Many times we have noticed that children submit projects which are very good but not in line with the question. Sadly, we are left with no option but to reject it. So stay focused and read the question a couple of times. Practice, 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 because practice gives you confidence. Once you are confident, then record your video. With this, we come to the end of our session. Keep in mind all these points that we have discussed today, and I'm sure you will all come up with award-winning videos. Bye-bye.